I'm so excited to show you a little introduction to the Guide to Mindful Lettering, the different sections that are included inside, how to use it, and a little quick demo on doing some of the drills with the thin upstrokes and the thick downstrokes. I can't wait to get started. So I wanted to do a little walkthrough of the Guide to Mindful Lettering and show you the different sections. So in the beginning, you'll see here's a section that just kind of explains and talks a little bit more about mindfulness, what it is, kind of what it means to me. And then it goes over what is mindful lettering and just a little bit more explanation. And we have an awesome page all about my favorite tools. We have an anatomy of the letter shapes, some tips. Then there's some drills that are really great when you're getting started. We've got print basics, and then it moves on to learning the script strokes, how to put them together, and then you get the whole alphabet, lowercase first, and then we've got some numbers here for you, and then we've got the uppercase, as well as a practice page that you can use here, or you can use the tracing paper on top of it just to kind of give you your baseline and everything that you might want when you're practicing. We've got another page that gives you some ideas for varying your midline to get a different look in your lettering. And now we're bringing it up a notch to showing you how to create the letters separately, then connecting them, how to start doing some bounce lettering or a dancing baseline, and then some flourishing. And I've used some very key words here that I love to use for meditation and mindfulness. So we have a handful of those pages with these powerful words to trace. And then we get into the affirmations, and this is the bulk of the rest of the book that has over 50 affirmations focusing on awareness, being kind to ourselves, centering our self-worth, focusing on hope and living with joy. And I've even put here, any kind of negative emotion that you might be feeling and what different pages you might turn to trace affirmations that might help you out. So you'll see that the lettering of the affirmations is in gray so that you can take a pen and trace just right into the book on top of the gray lettering. But you can also take, again, the tracing paper and use the tracing paper on top to trace so that you can do it however many times you want. You can also rewrite it yourself down here if you want to use this space for journaling or writing it in a different way or doing a different type of layout. This is kind of your space to practice and play around with. And then you'll see there's 50 affirmations in the back that really kind of bring together why I love lettering so much and how it has become a really mindful practice for me. So each section has several affirmations that you get to trace. And I'll just kind of flip through. There's more than I'm showing because I'm skipping a bunch as I'm flipping. But as you get to the end, they just keep going. So you'll see a whole bunch of affirmations all the way to the very end. A little note from me, and then you can come back and I'm just going to show you a little bit about the drills. So I'm going to use this Copic multi-liner brush medium pen, but you could use a smaller brush pen, a larger one, whatever works for you. But for the drills, you're going to practice pushing hard for the downstrokes, pushing hard at an angle for the downstrokes. Then you're going to practice light pressure going up, And then you're going to use the same pressure, light up and heavy down, and light up as you practice the rest of your drills as well as the rest of your lettering. So that's just a little introduction to the light upstroke, pushing harder for the downstroke, and lifting up again. And then the cross strokes are also light pressure, thin strokes across. There's a ton of tips and a ton of opportunities to keep practicing. There's even numbers here that show you the order of how to create the strokes, and you're going to do the light thin upstroke and the heavy thick downstroke throughout all of the lettering pages, and it just walks you through step by step. And then you'll get to the affirmations where you can keep practicing and enjoying the process.